Welcome back to the Paloma Soccer Complex in Mesa, Arizona for today's NAIA collegiate matchup between the University of St. Katherine Firebirds and the Park University Gilbert Buccaneers. Women's game just wrapped up, and it was the St. Katherine Firebirds coming off with that victory. They were 14-4. Meanwhile, a struggling Buccaneers women's squad is the exact opposite in this matchup. You have the men's Firebirds team sitting at a 3-13-1 record. They are winless in the Cal Pac Conference. Meanwhile, you have the Buccaneers that are 6-8-1, 3-4 in the Cal Pac, and they rattled off a unbeaten streak in 6 games before losing to Westcliff on Friday 2-5. This was the game earlier that they had their first win of the season, 2-1, back on September 24th. It is senior night for this Buccaneer squad, so a quick moment to honor the seniors to begin this matchup. And now they return as Buccaneers look to win another game and get some votes towards the Cal Pac tournament. Bidding for 3 at-large spots. So a win today for Jonas Tanzar and his crew would be instrumental in perhaps getting to the Cal Pac tournament. Didn't start the year off great, but they have really turned it around. Like I said, 6 games going unbeaten in that span, including a big win over Embry-Riddle, who was receiving votes. Marymount, California on Halloween. That was a team that was receiving votes. So they have some big wins under their belt that could help them out towards getting towards the Cal Pac tournament. This Buccaneers team look for number 9 in Dark. He has been absolutely on fire. Program record in goals in his season and counting. He has 12 coming in today's matchup. He has scored the last 4 goals for the Buccaneers, including game winners over Embry-Riddle.
Let's get in and win it. Let's get in and win it.
So far, St. Katherine has been holding on to the ball. Gabriel McIntosh in net for the Buccaneers, and on the other side, in a dark jersey, had to throw in a blue penny, is Brock Hendrickson for the Firebirds. Amina. So we'll get towards the middle now, hands it off to Gomez. Gomez getting physical, and a foul is called already on Austin Francisco. Quick play, Cervantes. High ball, Sullivan trying to track it down. Sullivan he's able to tool it off one player and kicked out of play by Sebastian Camacho. So an early corner kick coming up for the Buccaneers, looking out to get a quick lead. The Buccaneers were 0-5 before going to play the Firebirds on September 24th. They picked up a 2-1 victory in that one. Meanwhile, on the other side, the Firebirds started off in 0-8 before picking up a win against a winless Cal Maritime team. And they also have a win over a 1-win Providence Christian College. They've been outscored 15-45 on the season. They have a pretty balanced scoring attack. Hugo Calderon, Evan Aguirre, and Antonio Chavez. Calderon the only one getting the start today. So look for head coach Brad Green to bring in his other offensive centerpieces from the bench. Foul called on Cervantes, getting a little too physical. The Firebirds trying to get a quick restart. Amina rises up to cut off that pass. Played down low for Logan DeLoss. Able to tool one off of the Buccaneers. So a corner kick upcoming for the Firebirds now. Firebirds looking to play spoilers. They're 3-13-1. They're out of the Cal Pac tournament. But the Buccaneers aren't necessarily. They started off the year rough. They sit at 6-8-1. As McIntosh able to rise up over Calderon, just snag that ball. Amina plays it for Perez, back to Gomez. Gomez turns around for Cavantes. He's going 7 out wide to Jorgensen. Jorgensen getting the start today. Connor Dolan on the throw-in. Buccaneers will use the width of the pitch. So throwing, looking for Cavantes in the middle. Cavantes is going to play it for Jorgensen. The loss gets a piece of it, but out of bounds. So Jorgensen throwing upcoming. Jorgensen with the throw-in, looking for Silva. Firebirds able to get it down. They're going to send it out wide for Camacho. Camacho trying to track it down, able to save it inside. Gets it past Perez, but right to the feet of Amina. Amina going to send this one high. Sullivan trying to track it down. And Anderson heads it out of bounds. We'll give and go. Perez looking inside, looking for Silva. And that one is stripped away by Vicente Herencia. Cervantes now. Cervantes is going to send one straight on. Easily saved by Hendrickson. So first shot on goal opens up for Cervantes. Handled nicely by Hendrickson. See both teams playing with a lot of pace. Ball sent in for Camacho. Camacho looking for Francisco. It's not handled. Camacho's going to throw it back for Thomas. Thomas going to swing it out wide for Logan DeLos. DeLos with Donnellan in front. He's going to cut back towards the middle, taking his time, forced to turn around. This one's just going to be a high one sent into the box. Mina able to get a piece of it. Camacho, Perez trying to track it down. Perez just sent it out of bounds. You can tell by his facial expression he didn't really mean to do that. Talked about Buccaneers fighting for 3 at-large spots in the CalPAC tournament. They're fighting with Simpson, La Sierra, Soka, and Westcliff for those final 3 spots. The good news is they have wins. They have a win over Simpson. They have 2 wins over teams that were receiving votes towards national rankings, but they did tie Soka, and they have 2 losses to Westcliff. In that Westcliff game, they were actually up 2-1 at halftime. Sullivan driving in. Sullivan with a low shot, swallowed up by Hendrickson. As I was saying, they were up 2-1 in that Westcliff game going into halftime, and Westcliff just able to rattle off 4 straight goals. A second half collapse, uncharacteristic of this team, especially during the second half of this season. And that could have gone a long way into having some ease into the CalPAC tournament, but today they have their destiny in their hands at the moment. But voters still might not get them into the tournament, but at the very least, they have to win this game and to even be in contention. A loss will surely knock them out of the CalPAC tournament. I mean, that loss at West Club, it was their first loss in over a month since October 3rd to Benedictine Mesa. The ball being controlled by the Firebirds along the back line. Herencia going for Desmond Anderson. Anderson will start to carry up. Perez closing in. A good takeaway. Silva trying to play it back. He had room to run ahead of him. Nice play by Donovan Silva. Plays it back for Cervantes. Cervantes forced to spin around, and he'll play it up for Donovan. Donovan has room to run. Donovan looking for Sullivan. Sullivan, good first touch, able to blow by his defender. Sullivan with speed now. Sullivan right outside the box, going to measure with the left foot, and it's a goal for Nicholas Sullivan once again. 5 straight goals for Nicholas Sullivan, and the Buccaneers open up a 1-0 lead from none other than number 9 in black. 13th goal on the year for the sophomore out of Yuma, Arizona. He has had an unbelievable season. Anderson trying to play for Camacho. Nothing going there. So the Buccaneers will settle now. Sanchez for Cervantes. Jorgensen trying to lift one down the line for Sullivan. Sullivan is going to get there. Silva and Perez crashing the box. A low one, saved by Hendrickson. A low laser from Sullivan. Donovan, the big body in front. Herencia able to clear. Amina able to get ahead on it. Victor Sanchez able to still control, plays it out for Jorgensen. Buccaneers forced to turn back, so Osvaldo Sanchez will lay it off, playing to the safety valve in his goalkeeper, McIntosh. So good possession from the Buccaneers early on. They get the goal from none other than Nicholas Sullivan, the star sophomore on this team. Premier goal scorer in all the CalPAC Conference. Sullivan has now notched goals. The ball comes creaming in. Hendrickson came off his line. Sullivan tries to rip one into the top left corner with Hendrickson out of position, and that is a one you can tell Sullivan wants back. Trying to get up 2-0 early.
Out of there, let's win it. First and second ball.
Jorgensen now for the Buccaneers. Cervantes looking to the middle. He's going to lift one, looking for Perez, as one's headed away by Anderson. The Buccaneers still retain the ball. Amina now. Amina driving in. him and Silva run into each other. Anderson plays it into the middle for Ruiz. Ruiz tries looking for his teammate and Steven Regla. That one's easily intercepted by Jorgensen. Donnellan now. Donnellan's going to send it out wide for Sullivan. Sullivan getting grabbed at, able to retain possession. So Osvaldo Sanchez sends it across to Victor. Mina plays it into middle for Silva. Silva trying to get it down, just plays it back. Gomez sends it out wide for Jorgensen. Jorgensen setting one up, is going to lift it high. Looking for Sullivan, no one in vicinity. Hendrickson comes off his line to grab that one out of the air. And he'll just roll it off to his teammates. The Firebirds really haven't had any possession since the opening minutes. A big challenge there from Herencia on Sullivan. Anderson able to keep it in. Amina battling with Francisco. Sanchez able to poke it through for Gomez. Gomez sends it down looking for Silva. Questionable hand call. Anderson tripping up over the ball. Firebirds just having trouble connecting with some passes. Perez in between two players. Perez trying to regain control of the ball. He'll turn back for Gomez. Cervantes in the middle. Cervantes has some room. Plays in the middle for Silva. A little give and go. Cervantes. Ball a little too far to his right. He'll send it out wide as Valdo Sanchez comes all the way down. Plays in the middle for Connor Donnellan. Donnellan to Cervantes and back. So Buccaneers showing some nice patience right now. Gomez going wide, trying to save the ball before it goes out of bounds. And they will say it was out of bounds. But nice patience from the Buccaneers. Didn't result in anything, but just controlling the pace of play so far. They maintain a 1-0 advantage off the goal from Nicholas Sullivan. Firebirds use the width. Camacho had room to run. He's going to lay it off. Nice touch there from Francisco on the first one. Second touch was the issue that time. So Amino with a throw in. Jorgensen going down, trying to get by Logan DeLoss. He will. Nice run from Jorgensen, but just plays the ball out the end of the goal line. So goal kick upcoming for Hendrickson. Ball just looking. Firebirds, no one getting open. They just have to force one. That's handled by Victor Sanchez, but they're able to stab it away. So here's a good rush now for the Firebirds. Calderon trying to track one down. Donnellan coming back, tries to stab it away. They're going to swing it out wide now. Into the middle, deflected away by Victor Sanchez. Intended for James Thomas. Corner kick for the Firebirds. Coming up as Logan DeLos is out on the corner, trying to set the table for his teammates. Barv looks way too long. Francisco wasn't able to get connection on it. Agatage plays it off short to Sanchez, plays up the middle to Gomez. Out to Perez. Perez trying to turn back into the middle. He's forced to turn around. Bucks showing some patience. Silva in the middle. Silva plays it off for Gomez. And once again, it's on the feet of Sanchez and Sanchez. Silva for Cervantes. Gomez plays it out wide to Perez. Perez has had Amina behind him, and they will try to set it to Amina. Miscommunication from the Firebirds leads to the ball just going out of bounds. Perez, Gomez. Little ping pong action between those two. Cervantes is going to start crashing in, trying to generate some pressure. He's going to get shut off the ball, and the Firebirds will regain possession. Donnellan setting up. Silva. Hendrickson punches that one away as Silva and Sullivan were crashing in on goal. It's going to fall to the feet of Perez. Perez has one-on-one. He has it stabbed away, but he'll get the throw in. Perez just slips over the ball. Now Hugo Calderon carrying into the middle. Cervantes steps up, forces the give off for Ruiz. DeLos carrying into the middle. He's going to send it over to Thomas. Thomas back to Anderson. Anderson to Camacho. Perez able to get a hold of it. Gomez putting in the middle. Just some bad play there from the Bucks. But Donnellan still finds the ball on his feet. He's going to send one into the middle. Sullivan too far. Hendrickson comes off his line. So halfway through the first half, a goal courtesy of Nicholas Sullivan has the Buccaneers up 1-0. It's Park Gilbert looking for a final spot, a final at-large spot in the Cal Pac tournament, and a win today would go a long way into maybe getting the voters' attention and getting in that tournament. Otherwise, it is the last regular season game for both of these teams. St. Catherine sitting at 3-13. Presume their season is probably over after this one. That won't stop the Firebirds from trying to play spoilers for a Bucks team that didn't start off the season great, but have really turned it on in the second half, including 2 big wins over teams that were receiving votes in California Marymount and Embry-Riddle University. Victor Sanchez trying to lift one for Silva. That one's cut off by Alejandro Ruiz. Anderson playing it back to Ruiz to Camacho. Firebirds will hold it on the back line. Swung out wide for Andres Hueso. A tough challenge from Donilon on DeLaws. He'll draw the foul there. Ball bouncing around in the box. Goes out of bounds, and they'll say goal kick for McIntosh. McIntosh saying it for Jorgensen. Jorgensen is it back for Sanchez. Cervantes going to swing it for Victor Sanchez and to Amina. Amina has Perez in front of him, chooses to turn it back. Sanchez looking for Silva. Ruiz. Looking to send one out wide, and that hits the ref, so ref blows his whistle. And he'll give it back. Ruiz now. I'm surprised. Referees usually do a pretty good job of not getting in the way of things. That time just got caught in the crosshairs of a beaming pass from Alejandro Ruiz. McIntosh for Amina. Buccaneers starting to struggle clearing. Redbirds have had a lot of possession in the last couple of minutes, but this could all change now. Cervantes looking, setting the table for Perez. Perez tries to get the ball down. He will with Camacho in front of him. Perez, good move there, getting past. Perez trying to get in the box, and nice challenge there from Anderson. Stabbing it away from Perez. So Redbird, or the Firebirds, excuse me, will reset. Gilbert's in the middle. Doesn't really have anyone out to his left. So they're going to play it to the right for Jorgensen. That one hit a fan on the sideline. It's going to be Bucks ball still. So throw in back for Osvaldo Sanchez using the safety valve. McIntosh in the neon green. Nice thing to see if you're in trouble. Amina Cervantes in the middle trying to play it out for Silva. Anderson came running up, but Donilon has the ball now. Donilon lays it off for Gomez. Gomez just still playing around with it in the middle. You know they want to get to the wing, and that's what Donilon's going to do. Amina coming all the way down. Amina. You can hear Tanzer trying to get into the box. He does. Silva missed one off. Donilon's going to take a run at it. Punched away by Hendrickson. Corner kick now for the Firebirds. A nice chance for Silva. He whiffed on the kick. Came right to Donilon. Hendrickson able to keep this game 1-0. That's 16 minutes left to play in this first half approaching.
Angel, get on top of the box when you, as soon as it's been hit.
Donovan's going to take it. List one high. A little too far back. Jorgensen!
Well done. Well done, boys.
Another big save from Hendrickson to keep things 1-0.
Nothing over your head. Drop. Well done, Vic. Play Jimbo. Play Desmond. Yeah, that's fine. That's the touch we needed, Andrew. Well done.
Nice give and go. Too far for Donovan, but Cervantes is going to run up on it. Overruns it for a brief moment, able to turn around and still keep possession. Donovan sends it to his left. Gomez sends it to his right. Cervantes with the ball at his feet. Now they're going to have it on the flank for Jorgensen. Jorgensen carries into the middle. Plays it back slightly. A nice ball there from Cervantes. Has it for Sullivan. Sullivan drives in, and another save by Hendrickson. So Hendrickson standing on his head right now for the Firebirds. Still 1-0.
So how much was left on that? 9 on this one. On this one, I don't know. Yeah, all right. So go use that. Yeah, take that. Yeah, that one should be full. Okay, here. Yeah, this one should be full. So hustle over.
So kick, low one. Just missed everyone, so that ball will just roll out touchline. Firebirds are going to reset.
Slide and lock them in. Slide and lock them in. Yeah, go, Johnny. Yes, we should win that. Time.
Francisco slips. Bucks unable to capitalize. Sullivan tries getting that ball back. And DeLuss will finally settle it. Anderson's going to send that ball deep. Amina rising up to meet it.
Move your feet. That's inside our shape.
Ruiz now trying to get, he's shut off. And the shot sent in from Austin Francisco, easily grabbed by McIntosh. Ruiz slow to get up for the Firebirds, but no stoppage in play yet.
Slide on me. Talk to Vic. Step up a little. Nothing over your head,
That ball is going to go out of the goal line. Jorgensen was able to get a piece of it. So a goal kick, or I mean not a goal kick, a corner kick for the Firebirds. We'll get to get the equalizer in the first half. Looks like DeLuss will take it. Sends this one in, looking for that back post. And just misses Anderson. Anderson carrying along for the Firebirds. Has room. Just going to play it back for Herencia. Herencia is going to swing out wide. for DeLuss. DeLuss trying to get it down. Sullivan coming back. Sullivan, DeLuss getting tangled up. No call. Herencia just going to keep carrying in. Plays it off for Anderson. Anderson has a wall of dark in front of him. Sanchez able to pop one up. Ball still being batted up, and Amina able to clear for the moment. Silva now also able to get the ball down. And Hueso. Anderson coming back down. Firebirds doing a better job of maintaining possession. Silva tried playing it for Sullivan. He was momentarily bumped on the ball by Hueso. Ball trying to get by a big foul. Taking on Austin Francisco, and that's going to be a yellow on Ame Amina.
Is this nigga shooting gas on me, bro? Come on.
So still trying to get the set up for a free kick. Pretty good amount of distance outside of the box. So see if the Firebirds will try to put this one on net or try to chip it up, maybe let a teammate run in on it. Got Donovan Perez and Cervantes making the wall in front. And he's going to send it high and just out of bounds. No chance on that one. So anticlimactic free kick. Got a trio of subs coming in for the Bucks. Luis Rivera, Johnny Barros, and Danny Ramos. Silva, Sullivan, and Donnellan will check out, presumably for the rest of this first half for the Buccaneers. Sullivan, the goal scorer, coming out. Firebirds trying to get some more pressure in these last couple of minutes.
There we go, go!
So you've seen Danny Ramos step up past couple of games, able to leave a print, getting some goals. He had the game winner in the Benedictine Mesa game. So Ramos subs on Johnny Barros, junior from Albuquerque, New Mexico. He played 2 seasons at Eastern New Mexico at D2 school before coming over this season. And he's found a good amount of playing time under Coach Jonas Tanzer. Gomez, not a good touch, able to win it back. Sanchez plays out for Ame Amina, playing it down low for Barros. And that ball just a little too far to the left. So Francisco lays it off for Herencia. Firebirds will reset on the back line. Desmond still just playing. Not able to find anything up the middle or up the sides. Firebirds will now attempt something. As well as Sanchez is there. Cervantes. Put in Francisco. Putting it into the middle. McIntosh coming in. And flag comes up. So offsides on the Firebirds kills that possession. McIntosh was running off his line, wouldn't have mattered anyways.
Better go to ASU. Oh my
McIntosh still boot that one away as approaching 6 minutes left. Ramos on the wing. Logan DeLoss in front of him. Leaves it off for Rivera. Rivera into the middle. Cervantes, a low shot. Looking for Barros. Barros just has it right in the box. No one able to get a foot on it. Barros still working on it. It's going to leave it back. Gomez going to take a run on it. Doesn't get good contact on all. That one sails to the right. Francisco with Amina in front of him. DeLoss sends it up. DeLoss shut off by Rivera. Still not able to get control of it. Ruiz just sends it off for Anderson. Anderson trying to step up. Yes, Barros running in front. Thomas plays it into the middle for Anderson. Anderson, that one partially blocked by the Buccaneers. Perez has some room to run. Perez is going to send it down. Ramos streaking in. Herencia right on his hip. Ramos cutting inside. He's getting grabbed at. Nothing there. Hendrickson just scoops up the ball. He's going to play it out wide too far.
Drive in and go.
Perez rises it up for that one. So ref just standing there. Have to see who's on the field right now. Looks like Alejandro Ruiz just ran into the official and he's down. No yellow card for the ref upcoming, under my understanding here. I mean, it's the second time that the ref has had to stop action because of something. That time it just looked like Ruiz just ran into him. Referee was looking the other direction. Now resume play. Ramos just sends it deep. Hendrickson will have to pick it up. So we're closing in towards the end of the first half. Nicholas Sullivan opened the scoring early in this half, and it's been 1-0 ever since. Firebirds It's been a quiet day for Gabriel McIntosh back in net. St. Catherine not able to turn up the heat on the sophomore goaltender quite yet. Hendrickson's had a busy day in net, though, as Barros driving in. Barros looking out wide for Ramos. Ramos not able to get a good foot on it. Anderson was able to shut that play off. Buccaneers force it backwards. Hendrickson plays it off. Thomas now plays it for Anderson. Mesa will carry up. They'll just send it out wide. Anderson trying to get the ball. He has it tangled up by his feet. Anderson plays it into the middle for Thomas. Thomas just forced to turn it around for Calderon. Anderson tripped up from behind from Ramos. Anderson able to recover, trying to get physical with Ramos. Ramos able to just play it off for Cervantes. Cervantes playing for Barros, and he's onside. Barros now in the middle. Defender right in front, sending a low pass into the box, and that's going to set up a corner kick now for the Buccaneers. Cervantes is going to look to set the table for his teammates as the last minutes of the first half. This one's a low one, bounces in front, no one able to get a touch on it. Jorgensen's going to be able to track it down. Jorgensen hands it off to Amina. Amina able to split two defenders, but he'll get trapped up on the third. So goal kick now for Hendrickson. Under 1 minute, the first half. Still 1-0 Buccaneers. Buccaneers bidding for 3 at-large spots in the Cal-Pac tournament. Embry-Riddle has already clinched the Southwest Division title. So they're competing with Simpson, La Sierra, Soka, and Westcliff. They have a win over Simpson. They tied Soka. Unfortunately, they do have 2 losses to Westcliff. So win over St. Catherine's today would definitely keep them in the running. It's hard to believe that a loss or a tie would do the same.
10, 9, 8, 7,
as the countdown
6, 5,
wanes
4,
down.
3, 2, 1.
And that'll do it for the first half in Mesa. Buccaneers find themselves up 1-0 in the rematch between the Buccaneers and the St. Catherine Firebird. Goal coming of Nicholas Sullivan. He's been red hot. He has scored the Bucs the last 5 goals, 13 on the season, a program record. Has broken the record for shots in the game multiple times this season that he has set himself. So he is off to another hot start. The Buccaneers team is off to another hot start, as is this Buccaneers team. Gabriel McIntosh has been stout in that. Not a lot of action for him so far. Hendrickson standing on the back of his head for the Firebirds, just keeping this one a 1-0 game. But take about a 15-minute break. You're listening to the Buccaneers Sports Network. Second half action will be back soon. I'm Michael Donahue. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Paloma Sports Complex in Mesa, Arizona. Second half just getting kicked off between the St. Catherine Firebirds and the Park University Gilbert Buccaneers. Nicholas Sullivan continues his hot streak, 5 goals in a row for the Buccaneers. 13 goals on the season, a program record. He added to that in the first half. That is the difference maker so far, 1-0 in Buccaneers' favor. Buccaneers playing for 3 at-large spots in the CalPAC tournament. Embry-Riddle has already clinched up the Southwest Division, so a win against the Firebirds would go a long way into maybe getting some voters' attention and continue their season. Otherwise, this may be the final regular season game for both teams. Currently, the Firebirds sit at 13-1, so even though they're out of the tournament, they are still looking to play spoilers today. As a pressure here, Firebirds forced to turn back. Sent out for Hueso. Hueso looking back towards the middle for James Thomas. Thomas with Silva right on him, plays it back for Hueso. Hueso looking down the line for DeLoss. Osvaldo Sanchez is in the area. McIntosh comes jogging out of the net to scoop up that one. So it's been a rough season for the Firebirds, still looking for a win in CalPAC play with a chance to go winless. Meanwhile, on the other side, the Buccaneers started off very slow to this season, went 0-5 before picking up a win against the Firebirds, then went 1-7, and a big win against Embry-Riddle, a team that was receiving votes, has really turned the tide on their season. Cervantes is going to take a step up, and that one flies over the net. But as I was saying, a win over Embry-Riddle with a last-second goal coming in via Nicholas Sullivan has really turned the tide. They went on a 6-game unbeaten streak before finally falling to Westcliff last Friday, a game that they actually carried a 2-1 lead into halftime. But you can see the improvement. Jonas Tanzer's second season, they went 3-3 last year in a COVID-shortened season. It was only conference play. But they're looking to get another one into the win column, push a little closer to the 500. They sit at 6-8-1 on the year. And then, like I said, 3 at-large spots. They're competing with Simpson, La Sierra, Soka. Believe that Westcliff's in there too. So 2 losses against Westcliff hurt them. They did tie Soka, and they also have a win against Simpson. So really, it could go either way at this point. But, I mean, all it takes is one team to get hot, and voters might lean towards their turnover there. Donovan's going to play it for Perez. Perez streaking down the sideline, has Sullivan. He's going to give it up to him. Sullivan rips one into the net for a goal. Nicholas Sullivan make it 6 straight Buccaneers goals, courtesy of number 9. And a 2-0 lead for the Buccaneers over the Firebirds. He can get it done in a number of ways. First goal was at the left foot. This one with the right. A good feed from Johnny Perez, who was streaking on the wing. And Firebirds turnover leads to a 2-0 deficit here in Mesa. See how the Firebirds respond, or if the Buccaneers are going to keep piling on. You have to assume the bigger the goal differential, the more the voters are going to look at this game and look at the dominance that the Bucs have been displaying since October 3rd. Buccaneers just being patient. McIntosh plays it up the middle for Cervantes. Cervantes trying to get it down. Rolls in the middle of the field. Turnover there. DeLoss plays it. Full camera Rosa. Out to the side for Anderson. Anderson's going to send that one deep, blocked by Amina. Matthew Citron trying to work the sideline. Perez, stout defense, forces a turnover. Big throw in from Sullivan. Ball just kind of dies. Sullivan wanted to run. Sullivan able to get past Anderson. Sullivan getting tripped up. No foul called. Still Buccaneers ball as it went off the Firebirds, but Sullivan trying to split two defenders was getting tangled up. No foul. Sullivan just adding to his program record. 14 goals in a single season. Was just a freshman last year when he said it. It's only the third year since the Buccaneers' inception. Delos now. Delos with Rivera closing in. Delos cuts back in. Trying to swing it out wide for Citrone. Citrone has it stabbed away by Amina and out of bounds. Ball sent high. McIntosh able to bat it away at the moment. Ruiz trying to check it down, working on Delos. Ruiz able to settle it. Plays it back to the middle. Cervantes, low ball. Hueso steps in front of it. Amina with Francisco right on his tail. Amina still has it. Sends it low. Sullivan. Not a good first touch there. That will be handled again by the Firebirds. Hueso sends it up into the air. Trying to climb up the back of Cervantes was Hugo Calderon, but he's going to be called for a foul there. Baldo Sanchez plays it into the middle. Rivera looked off. Jorgensen will give and go. Too far though. Cervantes playing some good defense in the middle, but he's going to be called for a foul. Official stopping time for the moment. Our official just having a little chat with some of the Buccaneers players. No stoppage, and they'll just resume play after a short break. Citrone working down the middle. Citrone's going to send a low one into the box. McIntosh just sticks out his hand, able to gobble that one up. Jorgensen has room, trying to get shouldered on the ball by Delos. He's able to play it up, trying to play it for Silva, and that one is out of bounds. So making a substitution is the Firebirds, checking in for the first time in the game. Brian Covarrubias comes onto the game in relief of Austin Francisco. Hendrickson has some couple nice saves, but Sullivan, the only one that's been able to find the back of the net. Hueso forced to turn back to Herencia. Herencia gets by Sullivan for the moment, swings it out wide to Anderson. Anderson up the field. Firebirds just can't really find anything. Trying to look for Citrone. Amina tracking it down. Citrone gets there. Amina able to just hold him off. So that ball just goes out the back of the end line. Richard Sanchez almost turns it over. He's just going to play it up. That falls at the feet of Anderson. Anderson plays it into the middle for Thomas and out to Hueso. Silva closing in. Hueso looking for a teammate. Citrone comes charging in, trying to get past Donnellan and sends one to the far left.
Devin, Luis, open up.
There you go. Let it go. Good, that's good. He's going, you're going.
So that ball makes its way back to Hendrickson. Hendrickson's over to Hueso, back to Herencia. So you might see the Buccaneers now playing 4 back, 2-0 lead. They're just going to form that wall across the back line, not surrender anything. You still got your lethal goal scorer Sullivan out there. Obviously on offense, you know they want to play through him, and they've gotten goals this year. Just, you know, Cervantes in the middle sends it out wide for Sullivan, and Sullivan's able to do the rest. He has that ability to just turn it on, get some individual efforts. Perez heads that one away. Perez looking for Sullivan. Sullivan does have Amina on his left. He just chooses to turn around and set. Sullivan's still battling. He'll play it back for Perez. Cervantes with a man on his back. He's going to play it towards the middle a little more. Lays it off for Sullivan. Sullivan on that flank. 2 Redbirds closing in. Plays it in the middle for Silva. Just a little too long. Silva trying to get the ball back by Herencia. Good defensive play. Oh, but Silva and a push down, and that's going to be a penalty on Vicente Herencia. So a shorter corner from the free kick coming up. But Silva missed the pass from Sullivan that would have led to a good chance, but he just kept battling. Herencia with the turnover ends up fouling Silva just outside the box. So it would be a huge relief if the Buccaneers can open up a 3-0 game. You know, with McIntosh back there and the Sanchez duo, I don't think they would be letting that up. Cervantes just blasts that one over the heads of everyone, so a wasted opportunity there from the Buccaneers. Cervantes just got a hold of that one too much. So Alejandro Ruiz coming back in the game for James Thomas. Hendrickson going to take this goal kick now for the Firebirds. Donnellan has time. He's going to play in front. Sullivan. Hendrickson coming out of the net. Hendrickson able to clear it at the moment. Amina with Carvar Rubius on his back. Now they'll swing it to Donnellan and back to Osvaldo Sanchez. Connor Donnellan tried play for Silva, but Hueso was right there. Playing it down now is Regla. Regla turns back, sends it to DeLoss. DeLoss with Donnellan right in front. DeLoss trying to get into the box. He'll just send in a little dribbler. No problem for Victor Sanchez as he'll clear. High bounce off the clear. Sullivan with Hueso. Sullivan, great play, able to keep it in bounds. Hueso still on him. He's getting tied up. Silva working on. It's a little skirmish. Doesn't result in anything. Penalties called though. So a free kick for the Firebirds. Resets everything. Physical play between Silva and Sullivan. The Firebirds really trying to shut them down now after conceding 2 goals. Ball just being man in the box. Ruiz tries poking it in. No one there. McIntosh will regain control now. Still a 2-0 game. Both goals courtesy Nicholas Sullivan. He has scored the past 6 goals for the Buccaneers. Sullivan tried to get the back heel touch. Just sent it out of bounds. But nice play. I haven't seen that one yet from him, and he has a deep bag of tricks. Mina passes one off to Perez. Perez battling, and they're going to call a foul on Perez. Quick restart for the Firebirds. Ruiz playing up for Regla. Regla with Osvaldo in front of him. Pass out to Rivera. Rivera has time. Sullivan in the middle. Good first touch there. Able to split the defense. And there is no chance. Sullivan on the breakaway. And a good recovery from Desmond Anderson to knock it away from Sullivan. I thought he was gone. He split Herencia and Hueso. And he looked like the hat trick was coming soon. So still a corner kick as Donlin walks over. So Donlin sends this one in. Just another high corner. Amina able to bat it back into the box and cleared from the Firebirds. Sanchez comes running up. So Sullivan out on the wing. Maintains possession. Anderson right in front. Able to lift it with the back heel. Forced to turn around. Whew. Told you about the deep bag of tricks he has as Rivera lifts ones into the box and Amina not able to get contact on it. So now checking in for the Buccaneers, coming in for Devin Jorgensen is Uriel Herrera, junior defenseman, played at Bakersfield College. He was first team all-conference as a freshman. He was missing last game for the Buccaneers after serving a suspension for being issued too many cautions. And if you've followed this Bucs team, you know Herrera isn't shy about defending his teammates, chirping some players back and forth. So hopefully he can keep it under control this game, but I'm sure that Tanzer's glad that he is back for this game as they're trying to get one of the at-large spots. Sullivan running along the sideline again. Sullivan gets past Herencia. Sullivan tips it in for a goal! Sullivan with the hat trick. 7 consecutive goals for number 9 in dark. An absolute thumping he is putting on the Firebirds, and the first collegiate hat trick for Sullivan comes at the right time as they have opened up a 3-0 lead over the Firebirds.
Come on, Matthew, one. Just get one. Come on.
15 goals on the season, a program record that he is just running away with as it goes on. Last year, he was one of 6 Buccaneers named to the CalPAC All-Conference team. He was the only one to be named to a first or second team, and he is well on his way to receiving more individual accolades this year. Hueso down on the field. Took a tough challenge from Uriel Herrera, just got stepped on that back heel. I mean, these cleats, cleat catches you wrong on the back heel, it can hurt, so Hueso just brief moment of pain. Foul called on Herrera. Sub Herencia.
Let's get the box, lad. Get your noggin on it, so.
Not even halfway through this second half. 2 more second half goals courtesy of Nicholas Sullivan has opened up a 3-0 lead. Herencia dribbling down. Has Rivera in front. Herencia trying to cut back. Weighs it into the box. Shot is blocked. And Sullivan, will he make it 4? Hueso says not that time. Ruiz plays it out for Hueso. This one's going to be sent out to Citron. Perez right on him. So goal kick upcoming for McIntosh. Foul on the Firebirds. Pair of subs checking in at the table. Barros and Ramos checking in. Herrera's going to send that one deep. It's briefly punched away and a big save from Hendrickson. As Victor Sanchez was trying to add his name to the score sheet. And that was a heater that was put on. So corner kick upcoming. So Herrera's next to the flag. He's going to take this one, sends it low. So Buccaneers just haven't been able to connect on the corner kicks. They've connected on a lot of other things. 3-0 lead. Osvaldo Sanders overruns that one, able to get back for Herrera. Herrera had Donnellan on his right, decided to float one into the box, and that was just too far, and the Firebirds are just not clearing the ball well. Another turnover. Perez gives it off for Silva. Silva back to Rivera. Rivera's going to swing it out wide, looking for Herrera. Herrera settles it, looking to set the table. That one was partially blocked. Herencia heads it out of there. Now potential counterattack here, but Cervantes standing right at the midline, going to slow the Firebirds down. And Sanchez comes back just to tap that one back to McIntosh. McIntosh going to send it forward for Osvaldo Sanchez. Logan DeLos trying to send it out wide to Citron. Citron will settle. Back for Calderon. Calderon tied for his teams in goals. He's been relatively quiet. Uriel has time to go forward. He's going to play it. Sullivan takes one hop. Him and Anderson fighting for it. Anderson wins that time. Ruiz carrying up now. Ruiz gives it out wide for DeLos. DeLos sends a low one into the box. Looks like Victor Sanchez got a foot on it, popped it up in the air, and McIntosh grabs it and will roll it out to Perez. Luis Rivera just gives it back off to Cervantes, and they're going to swing out wide. Donnellan has Herrera. He'll give it off to Herrera. Some patient play for this Bucks offense. Have a 3-0 lead. Donnellan is going to send it for Sullivan. Citron coming back. Sullivan's going to get there first. Silva and Herrera crashing in. Sullivan working across the middle. Cervantes is going to lay into that one. And that'll be a nice gift for anyone in the parking lot. Trio of subs coming in. Johnny Barros, Danny Ramos, and Fernando Vidal coming in. Replacing Silva, Sullivan, and Rivera. So Silva, the graduate from Phoenix, Arizona, hasn't started a lot of games. Got the start in this game, represented Mexico in the Mexico-America games. So some international experience, also a graduate of Arcadia High School way back in 2014. So still being able to play collegiate soccer 7 years after graduation. Ruiz trying to get a run. Sanchez just is there first, as Valdo and Victor just always seem to be one step ahead of their opponents. Vidal with the ball, trying to send it in for Barros. Desmond Anderson does a nice job stepping in front of that one. Still battling with Barros, and we'll just play it back to Hendrickson. Donnellan playing it for Herrera. Herrera does a nice job of stabbing that one away, and as it's going out of bounds, just tips off to loss, so Buccaneers ball still. Amayamina closing in. Going to give it off for Johnny Perez. Perez going to lift that one over for Herrera. Herrera, nice ball in. Ramos can't get a hold of it. And the Firebirds able to clear. Outbounds on the Firebirds. So the Buccaneers will once again get a throw in. Buccaneers arguing who wants to throw it in. Finally, Herrera comes up, gives it off to Sanchez. Vidal working in the middle of the field. He'll just play it back for Amayamina. Swung out wide for Herrera. Herrera is going to try to lift that one into the box. Looking for Danny Ramos. That falls right to the lap of Donnellan. And Hueso able to play it off of Donnellan and out of bounds. Two subs. So the other Citron comes into the game. Number 16, Josh Citron, checks in for Andre Hueso. And Cameron Rosa will come out in favor of Luka Pantovic. So Brad Green looking like he's trying to try to retool his team for next year, as they haven't had the success in Cal Pac as one might expect, heading on their way to an 0-8-0 record in the Cal Pac this season. He was hired back in 2018 as both the men's and the women's coach before Katie Ritchie took over the women's program in December of 2018, so her first season wasn't until fall of 2019. He actually was promoted to the assistant athletic director in 2019 for all of St. Catherine's athletics, but he still remains as the coach for his soccer squad. And Johnny Perez will check out of the game as Samad Chrisley from Tolleson, Arizona, the freshman, played his ball at Westview High School. He hasn't seen a lot of playing time this year, but up 3-0. With just under 15 minutes left to go, he will check into the game. So Pantovic gives up to Ruiz. Ruiz looking in. No one there. McIntosh gobbles that one up. Barrows leaves it off for Chisley. That one just goes out of bounds. Ramos couldn't get to it in time. It actually looks like a foul was called. Or no foul. Excuse me, that's my fault. Just pointing in the direction that the Firebirds will have the throw in. Donnelin's going to send a low shot out to the left. And Donnellan, don't know if he's cramping, don't know if he hit someone's ankle at the end of that shot, but he kind of fell to the ground, a little pain. Cameron Rosa quickly making an entrance as Ruiz, don't know if it's side cramp, don't know if that's the hip injury he had in the beginning of the first half when he ran into the referee, but Ruiz will check out of the game. Pantovic being patient, looks out wide, and no one was there. So Chisley has a throw in, leaves it off for Amina. Amina will now take it. Looking for Barros. Barros sends it to Vidal. Vidal carrying up the middle. Vidal playing it out wide for Ramos. Ramos in the middle of the field. Ramos trying to get a foot on it. Sliding attempt, no go. So Hendrickson, free kick upcoming, or goal kick, excuse me. Rencia sending it wide for Francisco. Francisco back to Hendrickson. Barros closing in on him. Hendrickson didn't get good contact, so that ball is just still in, and Ramos just runs over Francisco, who had good box out position. Minute mark closing in. 3-0 lead. Barros. A nice ball there. Barros climbing in. Anderson right on him. Barros and a save from Hendrickson. Anderson trying to clear, 10-minute mark closing in. 3-0 lead for the Buccaneers. All of those goals courtesy of Nicholas Sullivan. His first collegiate hat trick, 15 goals on the season, continues to run away with the program record for single goals in a season that he set last year as a freshman and a COVID-shortened season. So he will still have many more games to continue adding on that record. Uriel Herrera is going to leave one off. Danny Ramos has a run on it. Hendrick coming out. Hendrickson slides to save that one. Bucks still have the ball. Vidal coming in. Vidal winds one up, but hooks it to the left. Redbirds just pretty much a collapse here in the second half. They played pretty well in the first, and 2 goals from Nicholas Sullivan in the second half, and just it has been all Buccaneers since then. Hendrickson, even though he's allowed 3 goals, still has had a pretty nice job in net today, has made multiple nice saves just to keep the score at 3-0. Donilon now has room to work with, sends it forward to Ramos, hit off the back of Ramos's leg as he was trying to settle it. Calderon now for the Firebirds. Calderon just has room to work, but no one's there, and he is taken down hard by Donilon. Calderon slow to get up. So Rencia taking his time on the free kick, finally sends it in, looking for Citrone. Chisley gets there, heads it down. McIntosh able to play it, and he's going to roll it out for Vidal. Vidal streaking up. Yes, Chisley to his left, but he's getting stripped away from it for the Firebirds, and this could lead to a counterattack for the Firebirds. A good inside-outside move. He's going to leave it off for Covarrubias. Cameron Rosa came charging in there. Covarrubias just sends it off the back of the net. It did go off of Fernando Vidal. So a corner kick upcoming for the Firebirds. Sent in, headed down by Herencia and out to the left. So McIntosh still looking to pitch the shutout against St. Katherine. He hasn't been tested a whole lot today. Osvaldo Sanchez to Barros. Barros tips it out wide to Herrera. Herrera, a little give and go, too far. Anderson's there. Anderson will control. Swing it to the other side of the pitch. Rosa working upfield. Francisco will give and go. Francisco going to try to set the ball back heel, tries to touch it up. Donilon is right behind him, getting tangled up with Donilon. Cross into the box, and Mina rises up for that one. Covarrubias and a save from McIntosh. So 3-0 lead. McIntosh fired up. No, he wants to pitch the shutout. Best chance of the day coming from Brian Covarrubias. Ball just out of bounds. Chisley forces the turnover. Turnover or throw in from the Buccaneers. Went off of St. Catherine, so now Danny Ramos has it. Ramos on the wing, blows past Anderson. Ramos gets a shot right into the gut of Hendrickson. So Hendrickson will notch another save on his day. Has allowed 3 goals, but the Buccaneers have been peppering him with shots all afternoon. Sullivan, the only one that's been able to find the back of the net. First collegiate hat trick, 15 goals on the season. Program record that he continues to build on. As time continues to wind down, 3.5 minutes left in this one. Buccaneers just holding on to a 3-0 lead. They have been controlling this game for the entire second half. Win the halftime with a 1-0 lead, and they've just dominated time of possession here. Cervantes. Cervantes to Herrera. Herrera gets bumped off the ball. And a nice slide tackle there, forces out of bounds. Still in the possession of St. Catherine's. Steven Regla. Regla, high ball, Amina able to bounce it. And Herrera just accidentally stepped on Regla's foot, got him tripped up. So Francisco will take this one for the Firebirds, looking to set this one up in the box. Low shot, curves off to the right, right to Donnellan. Able to deflect it away at the moment. And Josh Atrone just has to turn it back for Hendrickson. Hendrickson out to Francisco. Firebirds still searching the urgency. They want to score. They do not want to be shut out in the final game of the regular season. Nonetheless, the Bucs look like they're well on their way to having another win. Be their 6th win in their last 8 games. Had a tie in there with Soka, and they fell to Westcliff last Friday. Team that they're competing for to get one of those 3 at-large spots in the Cowpack tournament. As we are approaching 1 minute left to play. So 1 minute officially left, and Buccaneers probably not trying to stall, but probably not going to have any urgency to get this ball in. Barros into the middle for Donnellan. Donnellan sending out wide for Chisley. Chisley into the middle looking for Barros. Vidal regains possession, has one on his back. Gives it to Ramos. Ramos slicing through. Ramos just outside. Right inside the box, excuse me. Vidal just turns around, gives it back to Ramos. Ramos working towards, going to cross one in. That one's just going to bounce right outside, handled by Matthew Citrone. Chisley working on him. And the countdown is on.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And the Buccaneers win this one 3-0 over the St. Catherine Firebirds. Firebirds are going to fall to 3-14-1, and they finish the season 0-8-0 in CalPAC play. So Brad Green will try to retool this team for next season, as the CalPAC conference is only getting better, new teams getting added. He will do his best. Meanwhile, on the other side, Park University Gilbert Buccaneers, they improve to 7-8-1 and dead even in the CalPAC conference at 4-4. Their 6th win in the last 8 games. What a turnaround this has been. They started 0-5. They got their first win against St. Catherine's, but they were 1-7 going into an October 10th matchup against Embry-Riddle, a team that was receiving votes towards national rankings in the NAIA. And a 2-1 win, a last-second goal courtesy of Nicholas Sullivan, has really turned things around. They went on a 6-game unbeaten streak. They lost to Westcliff. They responded with a shutout victory. And now they have to wait. They're turning their attention to the CalPAC tournament. Embry-Riddle has clinched the Southwest Division, so they are vying for 3 at-large spots. They're competing with the teams like Simpson, La Sierra, Soka, and Westcliff. They did beat Simpson earlier this year. They had a tie against Soka and 2 losses against Westcliff on the year, but they do have the benefit of beating 2 teams that were receiving votes in Embry-Riddle in Marymount, California. So it is a waiting game for Jonas Tanzer and his squad, but you have to love what you've seen from Tanzer in his 2nd season as the Buccaneers head coach. But that'll wrap everything up for today. Buccaneers end this one with a 3-0 shutout victory, and that will conclude the regular season for this men's team. So I thank you for continuing to listen to the Buccaneers Sports Network. If you have tracked this team as I have along the season, I'm sure you have been pleased with the results as well. Hopefully they can get a lucky couple of votes and continue their season into the CalPAC tournament. But that will wrap things up for this evening. As always, I'm Michael Donahue, and I have a great crew with me. Got Preston, Brandon, and everyone here at Park that have set up outside for multiple weeks now, whether it is mid-60s, high 100s. They are always out here setting up equipment, tearing down, making sure we have everything at our disposal. So I want to thank the entire production crew on that end. But make sure to keep listening to the Buccaneers Sports Network through this entire winter. There are more sports lined up. There will definitely be more opportunities to watch great Buccaneers players play. That'll do everything for this evening. I'm Michael Donahue. Just want to thank everyone for listening to me over multiple games. You've heard my voice on soccer and volleyball, so I appreciate everyone who has tuned in each week to watch these events and listen to me call these games. So, from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank everyone for the opportunity to be able to call games. And as we wrap up, good night, Bucs fans.